So good evening everyone. Today we're gonna tackle about applying Bernoulli's principle and continuity equation whenever appropriate to infer relationship involving pressure, elevation, speed, and flux. So first, let's tackle about what is Bernoulli's principle. So the Bernoulli's principle is a concept in fluid dynamics that explains how the speed of a fluid is related to its pressure and potential energy. So it is very understandable. So the Bernoulli's principle is a concept that only explains explains how the speed of a fluid related to its potential energy and pressure. So this principle is just based on the law of conservation of energy, that is the total energy is the total energy of a moving fluid remains constant along a streamline. Now, let's talk about Bernoulli's principle concept. So, what is the concept of Bernoulli's principle? So, the concept of Bernoulli's principle is as the speed of fluid increases, its pressure decreases, and as the speed decreases, its pressure increases. So, it is inversely proportional. Like for example, when you drink a water from a straw, so there's a possibilities that when you drink a water from a straw, the straw will be flattened. If that happens, the pressure of the straw decreases, and the liquid from the straw increases. So now let's tackle about the continuity equation concept. So the continuity equation concept is the amount of fluid that flows stays the same. If the pipe is narrow, the fluid speeds up, and if it is wide, the fluid slows down. So it is understandable lang that the continuity equation of a fluid is amount of fluid that stays the same, and if the pipe is wide, then the speed of your fluid slows down or decreases, and if the pipe is narrow, then the speed of your fluid increases or it speeds up. So like for example, a water hose with your thumb on it. So diba, if naamoy hose sa inyo ha, and then magkalingaw mo og duwa or something nga na, diba, usahay inyohang iana sa inyohang thumb. And kung inyo naman na mapansin ninyo nga kanang ang iyahang ang daloy sa tubig is kusog, kay kuan man kay inyo hamanggi tabunan sa inyong thumb ang kuan daloyanan sa tubig, so mas narrow ang iyahang daloyanan, that's why kusog ang daloy sa tubig. But when you remove your thumb sa hose, the water is kanang mobalik siya sa normal, and then hinay siya sa kuan, hinay ang iyahang daloy sa tubig. So how do they work together? So just what I have said earlier, that the continuity equation shows how the speed of a fluid changes in narrow or wide parts. So ang continuity equation is nag-explain na siya na makaapekto sa speed sa fluid ang agianan sa liquid. Maong kung narrow is mas paspas ang iyahang daloy sa iyahang liquid or fluid, and then kung wide ang iyahang agianan is mas hinay ang iyahang daloy. Well, the Bernoulli's principles explains how this speed change also affects pressure. So ang kaning Bernoulli's principle is nag-explain or nag-show ni siya nga ang pag-change sa speed sa fluid kay naka-affect na siya sa iyang pressure, mao nang mo kusog or muhinay. So now I have a real life example sa Bernoulli's principles and continuity equation concept. So the first one is the blood flows differently in narrow arteries. So diba, ang continuity equation kay if narrow ang imuhang kuan agianan is paspas ang iyang daloy sa dugo, and then kuan if it's kuan pod if it is wide is hinay ang daloy sa imuhang dugo, and then ma-apply pod ni sa Bernoulli's principle kay kung narrow ang giagian di ba paspas ang dugo, so mas ubos ang iyang pressure, that's why daghan ang blood nga ma-consume, and then if sa wide arteries pod is kuan hinay ang dugo, which is taas ang iyang pressure, and then kuan gamay ra pud ang makuan, I mean hinay ra ang iyang daloy sa iyang dugo. So the second one, we have water moves faster through a hose nozzle. So kung di ba kung pahinayan, I mean kung pakusgan nimo ang imong hose nozzle is ang daloy sa iyang tubig is paspas, so ang iyang pressure ana is kay paspas man, so ang iyang pressure ana is ubos, and then if imuhang pahinayan ang imuhang hose nozzle, so ang iyang pressure na is taas, that's why ang iyang daloy sa tubig is hinay. So now I have here activity. You're going to explain the concept of continuity equation and the Bernoulli's principle, and you're going to write this in your activity notebook. That's all. Thank you for listening.